Okay, today we'll continue with the Sqoop import command. And yesterday we discussed importing order detail table from MySQL to HDFS. Today we'll start with the importing order detail table into Hive table. Okay, and then we'll do the incremental load as well. So it is going to be, let me break into Sqoop import. Then you will have a connect property with the JDBC connectivity, and then the username, password, order detail table, and then target DER. Okay, let's do Hive table. Okay, so for Hive import, you have to use Hive import property. Uh, okay, Hive import, and then if you are want to create a new table, there you don't have any existing Hive table. If you want to create new Hive table, you have to use hyphen create Hive table, and then to provide the table name, you have to provide the property called hyphen Hive table, and then you can provide the database name and the table name. Okay, let me use this. Okay. Let me do it in 2 lines. Okay. Okay, so the import command is looks like this. So Sqoop import, then the connectivity details, okay, and followed by Hive import, and then we are going to create a new table on the what database we were using. Let me start the Hadoop daemons. Okay, we'll open the Hive. So you see there is a, so when I tried first time the Hive CLI. So basically we use so basically Hive uses the HDFS, right? So but what happens is whenever the HDFS service you start, uh, uh, before the all the process completes, so HDFS will go into the safe mode. Okay, there is a kind of one step, right? Before name node comes live, so it will be in the safe mode. Okay, in the safe mode, even though some of the processes are okay, unless the name node is come out of the safe mode, you cannot access the HDFS. So initially, the name node will go to safe node. Okay, and so that's the reason it is saying is safe mode extension. Safe mode will be turned off automatically after 1 seconds. So, so that's what I was not able to access the name node. After a few seconds, it will come out of the safe mode. Then you will be able to access it. So whenever you see this message, that means your name node is not ready. Okay, you have to wait for some more time. So that's what this error says. It says name node is in safe mode. Now it is up. Let's do show databases. Okay, so we were using I think test DB. Use test DB. Okay, here there is no orders underscore DTL table. Let's create here in the test DB. So I will create test DB order details. Okay, I'll take this. This is is equal to height table. Okay, let's run it here. Okay, then it says in this. So after one, this is successfully imported. Then you should see the new tables in high with the 6 rows, I guess, which is in MySQL. Okay, so that why it is expecting primary key, right? Or you have to give the split by. So you see there is a bounding values query. Okay. Okay, we need to. Okay, we will come to this. Okay, once. Where is that we saw from? Yeah. See, it was throwing. See, if you don't provide the split by and a column name, or if you don't provide hyphen which is map only one map task, why it is throwing error means actually what happens is default 4 mappers, right? Default 4 map tasks it will run. So each map task will pull certain rows from the RDBMS table. So that has to be decided. So for that reason, how to split those rows into four different map tasks? how do you decide uh, which which records map task 1 has to pick, which are the rows map task 2 has to pick? That is will be decided if you have a primary key column, or you provide the column in which it can decide the splitting of those rows. Okay, that is decided by that is what are the column you give for the split by. That's the reason you see here it is actually building the this min max and all. So it actually defines the boundary. Okay. Now it is failed because of it is not able to find out the uh, Hive configuration details. So we have to export one configuration file, like one environment variable for the Hive configuration. So what I will do is add it. Okay, so let's import this. Hive home is already set, but the Hive config is not able to detect it. Okay, so let's export these three. Let me run it again.
Sorry, there is a lot of lag coming on your screen and your voice.
Sorry. Okay. Oh, what are you saying? I didn't get you. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah,
Yeah.
but there is a lot of lag coming on your screen. I guess
Oh,
it's if it's for everyone, for just me, but then I can see a lot of lag.
okay. All right. Yeah, I'll just try it. Okay. So already the STFS directory is there in the home folder. Let me delete this. STFS DFS. So make sure we have to import the Hive configuration variable, the environment variable, so that it can pick the Hive environment. This is very important configuration we need to export. You can put this one we there in the environment variable. You can actually put this in the bash RC file for making into ones. So let's see. It is trying to, okay, now I think it is imported. Okay, let me go and verify the Hive tables here. Show tables. Okay, so it got imported here. Okay, so let me check set Hive CLI.print data. Okay, so order ID. Yeah. Okay, so now what I will do is, okay, this is, we just taken all the rows from the order tables from the MySQL and loaded into the new Hive table. Okay. Now let's add few more rows to the MySQL table, and we'll try to append the what are the we'll try to append to we'll get the data and we'll load into the same table. MySQL hyphen u root hyphen p. Okay. So we have 6 rows here. Okay, all right. So let's add 2 more rows here. Okay. Okay, now let's go and so this time we'll try to remove the create table, the existing Hive table. To the existing Hive table. So Sqoop import hyphen connect JDBC URL user ID password and your source table. Uh, Hive import is needed. You can remove this one. Create Hive table one. So you have to provide the Hive table. So remaining it's same. Okay. And okay. So now what we'll do is, can you someone tell me if you run this, what will be the result in the Hive table?
It may append the whole table.
So existing in Hive table, we see 6 rows, right? Okay, now if I run this command, okay, so in my MySQL, I have 8 rows. Okay, now again, these 8 rows will be picked because I'm just giving the source table as the entire table name, right? Here.
Mhm.
So it will pick again all the 8 rows and it will try to load into the target Hive table. So it will become 6 plus 8 again uh, 14 rows. So instead, what we'll do is we'll try to we'll try to use the query property, and then select. I think I have to use in select star from this one where order ID. I'll just put simple query where order ID in of this last two order IDs. Okay, I'll just repeat you. So now we are trying to import it to the existing order detail table. So instead of putting the source table as just loading entire tables data, we are trying to use a query property, and we are passing the query just to filter only two records. So these two records has to be appended to the existing Hive table. That's what we are trying. So let's run this. And I have to run this. So this because this session, this environment variable will not be there. So if you want to make it permanent, you have to put this entry in the bash rc file. I think this first entry was there in the bash rc. Other true entry you can append it to the bash rc file to if you want to make it permanent. Okay. Now let's me run this query. Okay, it is asking to provide the target directory also. Okay, let's give that. We'll say 12th March. Okay, so so if you are writing a query, you should append um, this dollar conditions in your var class. Okay, this has to be there. This is kind of um, mandatory keyword. Okay. Okay, so if uh, the call gets closed, please use the link and join. Uh, uh, okay. that before and or after, and I will just confirm that. The dollar condition, whether I should use before and or after and keyword, I don't know. Let's check that. Okay, you just add it after that. Okay, take this, run it again. So it is running for the two rows import. Okay. Okay. So let me check. Sorry, I was got another call. Okay, now these two rows got appended. You see here. Okay. This is one way of loading the means you can pick the incremental records, which is uh, the delta rows from the previous load. This is one way, but this will not work for all the scenarios, right? Say example, uh, sometime you may not decide based on the just the sequence column or the unique column. Sometimes you need to uh, it's not always the insert will happen to your RDBMS table, right? Then there might be a chance of update also happens. So how do you how do you efficiently load the incremental load, so incremental data to the